We will turn to the defense today to present their case. So for the defense, do you have any witnesses?
The defense would like to call C.J. Pearson to the stand.
Okay, the defense would call C.J. Pearson. You come to the stand, please. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may proceed.
Please state your name for the court.
C.J. Pearson,
And how old are you?
14,
Where do you attend high school?
King High School,
How did you meet Alex Billings?
at freshman orientation.
What was your first impression of Alex?
He seemed really nice.
Did you make any comments about Miss Billings' outfit at the go-go?
I was like kind of embarrassed to be seen with her, but I just made a few comments to my friends.
Were any of your friends making comments about her outfit as well?
Yes, it kind of turned into our private joke.
Yeah. How did this continue?
Well, I guess we kind of started texting her and also some MySpace messages and stuff, but nothing too bad.
Did you think that it was just joking around?
Yeah, I thought that Alex knew that I was just messing around, that I wasn't being serious.
Have you ever joked around with any other students like this?
Yeah, one time with James Thomas, we were in the computer lab and he wanted to go to the bathroom and we changed his like background to the swimsuit picture and the teacher got mad at him.
How do you feel knowing that Miss Billings did not think of this as teasing?
I think I could have been nicer in my MySpace posts. I just was so mad at her because she had like told on me to the counselor and I was just so upset.
Did the school counselor, Ms. Cook, ever come and talk to you?
Yes, informally.
When was that?
I think it was just like a few weeks after.
How do you feel about this case?
Well, I'm like kind of nervous because all of the money that we were spending on lawyers and stuff, my family say that I might not be able to go to like a good college when I grow up because we have to pay for all of this money for the lawsuit.
Do you think that the charges placed against you are constitutional?
Well, only one incident happened in school, and when she told me to stop in the text, then I stopped texting her during school, but other than that, like, I have the right to free speech.
Thank you. We would like to introduce into evidence Exhibit A
Exhibit A.
on page 38.
Exhibit A is page 38. It's the transcript of text message between Billings and Pearson. Does the plaintiff have any objections to this being entered into evidence?
No objections, yeah.
Then let the record show that Exhibit A, the text messages between Billings and Pearson, entered into evidence for the case of Billings versus Pearson. You may proceed.
Is it true that on 9/14 of 2010, Miss Billings responded to one of your texts with "Stop texting me in class"?
Yes, and then I stopped texting her in class. Later, I never texted her again.
That will be all. Thank you.
Okay. Does the defense have any cross-examination questions for this witness?
This,
You may proceed.
you met Alex at the school orientation, didn't you?
Yes,
Your relations were pretty good when you met, weren't they?
yes.
The bullying started at Go-Go, didn't it?
I wouldn't consider it bullying, but little, like, jokes, I guess, yes.
Would you consider it harassment?
No.
You weren't the only one bullying, were you?
I wasn't the only one teasing her, no.
It even went online, didn't it?
Some messages, yes.
There were many people in this MySpace group, weren't there?
Yeah, I was not the only one.
A group of this amount could have scared Alex, couldn't it?
Well, she retaliated back to us, so we thought that she was fine with it.
That'll be all, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. Any redirect from the defense?
Yes.
You may proceed.
isn't it true that that with all these people also making comments on the MyFace page, couldn't that be conceived as retaliation as well?
Are you saying like the people who commented also?
Mhm.
I don't know if I would see it as like retaliation, but I think it shows that I was not the only one who partook in like saying things.
Why do you believe that you're the only one on trial?
I don't actually know why I'm the only one on trial because everybody else did the same things that I had done with the joking and like teasing.
Thank you, that'll be all.
Thank you. You may step down. Does the defense have any further witnesses?
Yes.
The defense would like to call Justine Cook to the stand.
Justine Cook, if you would take the stand, please. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You may proceed.
Explain the encounter you had with Miss Billings in your office. I first called her into my office in November because I was concerned about her poor grades and attendance. At first, she just shrugged her shoulders and told me that it was about video games. I asked her if she had any problems at school, and that's when she became like extremely agitated. She told me that, she showed me the text messages that CJ had sent her, and that's when I noticed that the text messages had started in August, but I was not notified until November. And so I think this could have been easily avoided if she would have told me sooner.
Did you think the problem was resolved?
Yeah, I told her to come back to me if there was any more issues with the bullying, and she never came back to me.
Is it correct that Pearson was an adequate student during this year?
Yes, I emailed the principal, and she told me that although CJ had troubles in her past, that she hadn't had any problems this year.
Did this account qualify as bullying going back to the bullying policy at KHS?
No, the bullying policy states that anything that happens outside of school, or I would say that on the devices that we don't allow on our campus, that it shouldn't constitute as bullying, and that it isn't our problem.
What did you do to stop Pearson from sending the messages to Billings?
I had like an informal talk with her, just telling her to lay off the messages, and she seemed to correspond with what I asked her.
Thank you. That'd be all.
Does the plaintiff have any cross-examination questions for this witness?
Yes.
The defense may proceed.
What is your main responsibility as a counselor?
My main responsibility is to work on freshman schedules.
And your primary responsibility should be a helping hand to the students. Don't you agree?
I agree.
And you're a member of the committee that wrote the KHS bullying policy, right?
Yeah.
When did you first meet Alex?
I met him I knew of her, but I first called her into my office in November.
And what did you first think the problem was with Alex?
That she was having problems with her attendance and her grades.
And you saw the text messages from CJ, is this correct?
Yes.
And why did you choose to ignore the phone then?
Because I was just trying to be a confidant for her and understand what she was telling me and not worry about the technical things.
And teenage trauma, you said that teenage trauma is hard to overcome, is this correct?
I think everyone deals with it, and that's what makes people stronger.
How can you rise above it if you've never had a helping hand? Isn't this your job? You told Billings that you would get back to her for this bullying, correct?
Yeah, I made arrangements for her to hopefully come back to me, but since the scheduling had taken over a lot of my schedule, I told her to come back to me if there were any other issues, and she hadn't come back.
Wouldn't you say an emotionally distressed and traumatized teen would be scared to contact you in fear of Pearson getting word of this?
Thank you very much. Does the defense have any questions for redirect?
Yes.
May I proceed?
Is it correct that you made it clear to Pearson that she could come back?
Yes, I thought I made that very clear to her.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. You may step down. Okay, so tomorrow, we have one more defense witness to call, correct?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. So tomorrow we will call that defense witness, and then we will proceed to plaintiff's closing statements and then finish with defendant's closing statements. We will be at recess now. It will give you time to plan for your closing statements for tomorrow, so make sure that those are ready. And then just kind of as a note for all of us, is anyone going to be gone for finals tomorrow? You two? Okay. But everybody else will be here? Okay. So you have somebody that can still do your closing statement though, correct? Okay. Okay. So we'll just go ahead without you guys tomorrow. All right. And everybody else is here, and there shouldn't be any problem with Michelle either, right?
Well, I don't know, is she sick? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
she's